In this video, I'm heading up into the alpine region of the Victorian High Country during the middle of winter for a 3-day adventure in the snow. I'm accompanied by 2 mates as we seek out to walk to a very secluded historic hut that is 100 years old. We will also climb up to the summit of a mountain in deep snow to spend a night on the exposed plateau. It's a trip full of adventure, challenges and hardships, exploring one of Australia's most remote wilderness. Alright, so we're just driving up into some altitude right now, waiting to see our first little bit of snow. We've been looking at the forecasts all week, and we did get a big dump of snow over the weekend, 20 centimetres in some places near here, so we're still not quite sure what to expect, how thick it's going to be, if we're actually going to be able to get to the spot we want to start the walk. But yeah, I'm just hanging out to see some snow. Winter Wonderland. All right.
Where's the track?
Where is the track? Oh, who loves the snow? Look at this stuff. Oh, that's a big wild dog if it's a...
If there's any trout in there?
Yeah, check it out. How many centimeters is that? Alright, I'm gonna wrap my feet up in foil first. Bit of insulation.
You guys didn't tell me about that.
I've got arthritis in my big toe, so the cold really sets it off. A couple of plastic bread bags. Dry and warm feet. That's what it's all about. We're going to be climbing up a mountain tomorrow, so there'll definitely be thicker snow up there, so I'll be using that. So the idea is to walk out to this hut, yeah, this shack out in the snow. It's going to look awesome, and spend the night out there, and then second night, yeah, summit the mountain and sleep at the top of the mountain. So on today's trip, I'm accompanied with Absy, and we've got Tim as well. Tim's been in a few of the videos. So we've got a whole crew going for this one. Absy's brought his house along with his pantry from home, so I'll make use of that. This is the best trick here. Check it out. Kids, they're not hiking. Yeah. Oh, good on them. How you feeling, Absy? Absy's from Afghanistan, so you're used to the cold, aren't you?
Yeah. Way worse than this.
Way worse than this, yeah. We're soft here in Australia when it comes to our snow. It's wet and mushy snow. And I have no doubt, if you're from Canada or Europe right now, you probably want to make fun of me for wearing snowshoes, so go ahead, pause the video, write a comment on the video how we're soft for wearing snowshoes, but I find them helpful, even in snow that's only like 15 centimeters. Oh man, this is a gnarly. It's like really overgrown with heaps of far out. This is full on.
Can you see trail up there?
Kind of. It's so hard to find a trail in the snow. We're just gonna have to rely on GPS. Hey, oh, I can't get through there. Alright, we're actually making a call. We're making a call and we're heading back to the car because we're on a ski track, but this is an old overgrown ski track. And we've got like, it'll be a hell mission. Like there's just logs down everywhere. There's no trail, we're just following GPS. But it's just so overgrown, it's like pushing through scrub. And when you're in the snow, that ain't fun. We know that if we drive further along the road, we know that's gonna be a lot more clear. We're probably gonna save a bit of time. So we're making the call and we're gonna drive to a different point and walk on a different track out there because it's bloody gnarly. All right, take 2. Instead of trying to bush bash through the overgrown ski track, we're going on a trail that's a little bit more clear. I'm having a bit of trouble with this snow falling on me. Can you help get my hood out? That helps. Thanks, mate. I've got this wax canvas poncho got sent out to me from by Jack Stillman company in WA, making really good kind of traditional wax canvas bags and things like that. But they have this drifter poncho, so I wanted to try it out in the snow because it also doubles as a ground sheet. And that's where we would have come out if we tried to go the other way, and there's a sign that's saying track is in poor condition. All right, time for some water and snowshoes. It's so easy to forget to drink water out in the snow. And another thing is my face is burning. I need to put sunscreen on. Oh, glasses. Ah, the woes of being a ginger in Australia. Up she goes.
Oh, going that way?
Yeah, this is Euro shop. Snowshoes currently not necessary. Huh? I think snowshoes coming off. Alright, we're coming out onto the plains now. I can see the hut in the distance, but throw your stuff over first. That's the spirit. Oh, steady jump in here. Oh, okay. Here's the hut. Nice fireplace. Yeah, smaller than I thought. Ooh. This is, oh, okay. Bit of spray paint, as usual. Yeah. Kind of doesn't add to the vintage heritage feel, does it?
It's a bit more specky than Dunsmuir hut.
These are cool. Cool. We've got work to do. There's no firewood. Oh, a bit of water.
Since I drove these up here, I think, yeah.
Oh, lunch break with cold tuna.
Fucking good, comfortable as well.
Icy cold tuna. So I've got the wax canvas poncho hanging up in there, and man, oilskin, wax canvas, it's where it's at. Like, I feel so good, I feel warm, I feel dry. These traditional materials that are being used for hundreds of years, like, it's the way to go, man. Like, I'm more and more wanting to move away from plastics and things like that, and just go back to traditional materials, because yeah, I feel good, I feel warm, and I feel dry. This is the most luxurious item I've ever brought out on a hike. The Alton Goods ultralight chair. I will not be sitting on the ground on this trip. That's just luxury. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh man, camping in the snow. How good's this hut though? Oh. Whew. have a look out there.
These high country plains were frequented by stockmen during the warmer months to graze their cattle on the pastures. What a rugged and hard life it must have been up here in the 1800s and early 1900s. This particular hut is 100 years old and was used for shelter from the elements as stockmen spent the summers up here. When visiting these places, I can't help but imagine what life would have been like for them. I try to envision the sights they would have seen out here, the challenges they had to overcome, the loneliness and perhaps insecurities. What was it like to be totally cut off from the world up here? Often they made do with the resources around them. They would cart in what little they could on treacherous tracks and roads, while using the timber from the local area to construct shelter and fencing. Although they tended to head off the mountains during the winter, knowing the unpredictability of the weather in the high country, I don't doubt that many of them had to spend time up here in this kind of a snowy environment, perhaps when an early snowstorm hit. I try to look out across the plains and envision those hardy folk out here, herding cattle, building shacks, mustering the horses. We can't let their memory be forgotten. The spirit of the old fellas has got to live on. To come out to a place like this is not just to experience nature and get an adventure fix, but for me to try and connect personally with an old way of life that seems to be slipping away.
Check it out. Well done. Look at this fella here. Absy with the goods. Oh, there we go. Once we get that heat going in there, sweet.
Yep. Yeah, just chuck a bloody lot all around today.
I reckon. Oh yeah. Your own personal esky. There's those toes, Timmy.
Much better.
Ugh. Shoes are a little wet, socks are dry, but my feet are numb. Alright, for dinner I've got lamb sausages and a big chunky venison steak.
Just go for it. We'll just leave it there.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, she's a bit fluffy. Bit of marinade. What you got there, Tim?
Got some bloody lamb 4/4.
There's a
Bit of seasoning.
Bit of meat there, eh?
Yeah, I've got pork steaks too.
And there's my meal, lamb, venison, marinade with a bit of beer. Look at that, he's got some salt on his.
I've got some herbs too.
Far out. That is one big pile of meat right there. Alright, so for my sleep setup tonight, I have a -10 sleeping bag with a Cedar Summit liner, Alton Goods pillow. I've got the Alton Goods insulated mat, that's R4. I've got my Jack Stillman poncho lying as a ground sheet, and then a little tarp under that as well. And hopefully that'll do the job. Hopefully I'll stay warm. Well, good morning everyone. Beautiful night last night. I slept beautiful, but definitely got very cold. In the minuses, obviously. There was a rat running around the little hut last night as well and trying to dig into our food, and that was pretty funny. It was waking everyone up. But beautiful morning today. Sun is out, so snow is slowly melting. It'll be interesting to see how much snow will be left here by tomorrow. But yeah, big mission today. We're going to summit up a mountain. And we're going to sleep up the top. It's going to be cold up there, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be an adventure. And then just head back the way we came tomorrow. So we're just going to cook up, have a good brekkie, get some food into us. And it's, oh man, your fingers, when you come out here in the morning, they just go so numb from the cold. But it's such a beautiful, vast, like, landscape. It's incredible. Baked beans?
If it's in the tent, I mean, if the lid's off the tent, it should be okay. If the lid's on,
Yeah,
they explode.
No, you always take the lid off.
Around the fire at our flats, and it was a good laugh.
That's a good breakfast for the snow. That'll get you moving. Should eat it before it goes cold. One way to get warm in the morning. A little nip of whiskey. Never hurt anyone. Ooh. Warms the blood. All packed up. Mostly ready to go. Alright, Tim's just sorting out the fire. couple of scoops of snow on there, and then High Country courtesy, leave some firewood for the next people who come here. It just helps out. That is a big wild dog. That's a big print. And off we go. Got a big dollop on you. Right in the back of your neck. Beautiful morning to be walking because it's nice and cool still. And still a bit of snow cover on the ground. So anytime you see yellow in the snow like this, and you're pretty sure it's not your mate, must have been an animal that's come and pissed here. So cool. So beautiful. It's amazing how easily I burn still out in the snow. Like that sun reflecting off all that snow, I can really feel it burning me. Past a little creek, or we're coming up to a little creek, and that's our last little water stop, so I'm going to see if I can fill up. It looks a bit difficult, but we're going to give it a go. You can hear it. I don't want to fall through though. Like, you could so easily fall through here. It feels kind of solid. There's our creek there. Alright. Oh, shit. Oh! Not the easiest way to fill up water. Ah! Far out. That's cold. Oh! Gloves. Gloves. Lie right down in it, just like I did.
Bloody bottle won't fit.
I know. Pass it here. That's it, I'll chuck it in the snake. I'll carry it up for you. Oh, is that enough for you?
No.
So after that big rigmarole of trying to lay down in the snow and go down deep to get water, we find this little stream right here. Easy access. Ah, well. Beautiful snow gum. And it's elevation. Right now we're just gaining elevation to the top of this mountain. So we're starting to get reception because we're getting altitude, and Tim's just said that it was the coldest morning in 40 years.
That's what they said on the radio.
Here in Victoria. And I thought it was a little bit chilly last night outside. That makes sense.
No wonder the rat wanted to snuggle
yes, have a cuddle with us. How's it going, eh?
Oh, I'm wrecked.
About an hour now of uphill. Still got a bit to go. Snow's getting thicker. Tim's making a trail for us though.
This is what we have always wanted.
This is like proper alpine stuff right here. We've just broken out into the top of the plains. Beautiful views of the high country. Later today I'll go and film all the mountains, and because you can see all the kind of popular mountains in the Vic High Country from this point up here. But it's just, man, it is gorgeous. Look at it. Old snow gum there.
So worth it.
Oh, there we go. We've summited. Oh, yum yum sardines with a view. Okay, so I'm just trying to find a good camp spot. The issue is the wind's coming from the southeast at the moment, which is like over there, but it's going to swing easterly tonight and picking up a little bit, so you do want to get out of the wind chill. Now the good views are all over there, awesome sunrise views, but you kind of want a bit of protection, so I'm checking out this little spot here, kind of down a little bit of protection, and you still got good views. You can see, you know, the mountains, and just walk out there and you can see views. But I don't know, we've got to find somewhere that's going to have some good protection. I think this is it.
Point mine into the air.
Yeah. Isn't it, Tim?
Yeah, right.
Yes, we've got to get firewood at some point as well.
But your insulated foam,
Yeah.
it's bloody the thing with phase, which is one of the rain tents,
Any warm pair of pants?
That
and there's another tent.
is well worth bringing out to the snow.
Yeah.
That is lovely. Definitely don't feel as much protection as these guys have, but oh well. Maybe we should have the fire right here.
If you want.
Luckily wind is coming from over there tonight. If it comes from there, I'm buggered.
This is fucking good.
I reckon you'll be sweet in there, Luke.
Hopefully. Ow. So that's Feathertop and Hotham in the distance there.
Good job.
It's going.
Can you move the whole fire a little bit closer to my chair?
Yeah,
I'm checking.
Too dry. Oh yeah, Wim Hof.
Oh, yeah.
Wim Hof method. Alright, now they're cold. Now the nubs are cold. Oh, let's get them.
I'm happy to break the truck.
It's already broken, mate. All the hard work's done for
Let's
you.
go to the next.
I just think of Matsy when he was in his tarp in that storm.
Oh yeah. That was a decent storm, eh?
Yeah, I don't think.
It really feels like another world up on these alpine summits. To think of people long before climbing up here in traditional gear with no modern equipment is intriguing. Skiing was introduced to Australia in the 1800s in New South Wales by Norwegians. By the early 1900s, skiing in the Victorian High Country was established by adventurers, explorers, miners, and people who frequented these mountains. High country huts that the cattlemen had built became refuge for those early snow explorers in the winter months, and new shelters were constructed for the growing number of people visiting the Australian Alps to go ski touring. I still think of these folks, wearing their old gear, and how they made do up here. What an adventurous spirit they must have had to explore these mountains, mostly uncharted in winter months when it covered in snow. I have a great respect for these men and women, and I try to imagine what it was like for them up here on these snowy plains. We come up here with our gas stoves, modern plastic tents and tarps, sleeping bags and inflatable insulated mattresses. It's a good reminder to me that this gear is not necessary for survival up here. The old fellas made do with woolen blankets, wax canvas and oilskins. It makes me want to come back up to this environment and try my hand with purely traditional gear. Try and live a little like the old folks did. Chicken tikka masala, make it nice and easy for tonight for dinner. Instead of doing a big cook up, we're just gonna dehydrated meals. And there's quite a bit of cloud moving in, so we might get a bit of a whiteout.
When do you think we're gonna get?
It's looking really cold now, eh? In the 15th. Nah, it's got to be the right time. 5:34 I'm gonna eat it.
What a night. Cold and windy. So last night the wind changed and it was coming heavily into my plough point setup, so as you can see I quickly whipped up a tarp tent, kind of tarp tent, very rough tarp tent shelter, but it was good. I had a lot of protection from the wind in here. It's just a lot of condensation, it's dripping on me. Everything's wet, it's cold, there's no sunset, no sunrise out there. Oh, we're going to pack up because we've got a big walk back to the car and it's like cold and wet and windy. Chantel's looking a bit sad. A little bit sad in there. Alright, I'm going to make a quick coffee and then start packing up. Oh yeah.
Not keen on putting on wet socks.
I've got some dry oven if you want.
So do I. What
do you reckon, Tim? Is the punishment worth it?
Yeah.
Always. Who wants to come out here? Not many, but it is awesome. If you can snow camp, try and do it because it's so cool. Goodbye camp, and we're off.
This was a particularly fun trip to complete, as I got to have a taste of some of the history to the area. I love my survival challenges and will continue to push myself, but to have a trip with a couple of mates, with lots of food and good times is also needed. The security of doing a trip like this in a team gives you the confidence to push further into remote places than you might by yourself.
Morning coffee, it's not cereal.
All in all, it was a cracker trip, and we timed it just right with plenty of fresh, powdery snow on the first few days. We watched the snow slowly melt away to that mushy, wet stuff Australia is known for on the last day. But still, we were stoked we got our share of the good white stuff. I hope the snow continues to fall in our mountains in years to come, so we can keep coming up here, just like folks have been doing for over 100 years.
Good stuff. Awesome. Alright everyone, thanks for watching this video. It was a bloody great 3-day hike to a historical hut and then summiting that mountain. Yeah, it was just bloody beautiful. So if you want to watch more snow camps, make sure you subscribe because I got plenty more coming in the future. Thanks guys, have a good one. Cheers. Cheers mate, it's still a good trip. Have a good one. It's pretty good, eh? It's really good.